Who wants to remind us where we were?
We went to the bathhouse
Mm-hmm.
and we met quite a lot of the other racers. So there's Harplel Bright Bastard who's riding Nasty Boy. I love that. There is Leatherneck Longears who's riding Mountain Thunder, which is a Dimetrodon. Is that right? Am I pronounced that right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Then there is Tyreek Affle, who's the son of a merchant prince, and he's racing Big Honker, and we think there's a bit of a reason why he always wins the race, but we're trying to figure out why. And then there's Chippo Shoulders, who's riding Jungle Princess, which is a Deinonychus. And we went into the stables so that Henrietta could try to speak to Big Honker, and we realised that this dinosaur looked pretty weak and not particularly like a racer at all. So we're trying to figure out what's going on.
Right. Very good.
And we loosened his chains in the back to try and give him an opportunity to escape. Then we took a long rest at the inn. And the stall that Ben Conquer was in was empty, and there was a massive blood stain at the front of his cage, and it looks like our plan seemed to have worked.
Now there's 2 big honkers.
I wonder if one's a bigger honker.
Yeah, that's a good question. Exactly. Anything else?
He couldn't lay down totally, and it nearly made me cry.
Yeah. Any other recollections?
Well, Tariq went into that separate private bathhouse room with the 2 well-oiled and muscly guards outside, and we don't know who he was meeting in there. But it was his usual partner, so I don't know what the deal is there.
Right. Very good. All very cloak and dagger. Excellent. Well done. Alrighty. So, it is, of course, the day of the big race. And the whole city is electric with excitement. There are people who are to get involved in the gambling, and there's both official gambling at the race administrator's building where you guys signed up, but there also seem to be lots of people just sort of randomly approaching people on the street. Random meaning people you don't recognize, but they seem to sometimes know each other. And there are lots of little chits being passed around and folks scribbling on little paper pads or keeping track of them somehow on these little devices that look like tables with little beads on them, and arguing back and forth about it. Sort of a black market to some of the betting. And maybe it's not like directly the same kind of betting that's available officially. More like, who's going to be the off their dinosaur? What are the odds one riders gets eaten alive? How many times is so-and-so going to poop while they are, waiting to start the race? There's all kinds of bizarre odds and bets that can go on the side. And they're all very, very, of course, they're not interesting to you folks since you guys are actually in the race. And what could be more exciting than that? Now, you're still in the dinosaur pens, standing around presumably what was someone or something that was in the presence at the time that Big Honker seems to have escaped. You haven't actually checked on your own Allosaurus, which I think you called Mad Skills, or you accepted the administrator's suggestion of a name, Mad Skills, for lack of effort on his part. Is there anything anybody else wants to do in Big Honker's stall?
Is there anyone around that we could ask what happened? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Who are you winking, nudging to? Like everybody just sees Meridian like apparently developing a tick, like a very, very odd.
I mean, I can think of one thing that was there when Big Honker would have either maybe escaped or was taken, yada yada yada. The only problem is it's an animal. I wish we had a way to get around that.
Me too. How do you get around that?
Subtle, very subtle. Nice.
That way we don't have to talk to a person and be like, hey, what happened to Big Honker? And they'll be like, oh, he's at the race. Though it doesn't seem suspicious.
Well, can we talk to the one? We're not right next door to Big Honker's cage, right? I think we're a couple away.
You're
No,
standing in front of it.
We're standing in front of it. Okay, but
Yeah,
who's placed beside Big Honker in the stables?
We are.
We are.
We are, yeah.
Oh, we
there was
are,
only
okay.
the 2 stables around Big Honker that were available.
Oh, right. Okay, sorry. I thought we were a couple down. Well, then we can talk to our guy and see what he saw.
Yeah.
Want me to talk to him?
Is there a rule against speaking with your dinosaur? Would that be considered cheating or tampering?
Maybe.
Why?
See, why not? I mean, it's like a place of magic, so.
So yes, you're in front of Big Honker's stall. One of the stalls is empty, and the other one has your Allosaurus. Your Allosaurus is basically the very last stall in the entire row in the stable, in the dinosaur stable, as it were.
We have before the race.
Sorry?
Because we have to be at the starting point 45 minutes prior, right?
Mm-hmm. That's right. Yep.
Don't want to miss that.
No, definitely. And as per Lee's earlier comments, as soon as you ride the dinosaur off the lot, it loses 30% of its value.
But
Yeah.
I think I would like to discuss what we are supposed to do in the race the night before. So kind of retroing it a bit. And discuss together at night what we should expect, if there's anything we can do now that we know that it's probably not Big Honker that it's racing. What kind of spells to prepare for the next morning. I kind of want to be prepared.
You could always call down lightning, and
Yeah.
you can always
That's what we're gonna do.
and a fireball, right?
Yeah.
If there's anything that's going to set a bunch of dinosaurs running in the wrong direction, it's probably a gigantic ball of flame.
Probably.
I think I had a fireball prepared.
Well, I think you did too, because you fireballed those guys at the dock. That was before you
Well, that
lost.
was when I had my spell book.
Yeah, but you lost your spell book right after.
Oh, good facts, good facts.
So you should have it prepared.
I did do that.
Yes, in fact, it's funny because you refused to take fireball for so long until I finally convinced
And
you
now
to
I'm
do it.
stuck with it.
Yeah.
And now you're stuck with it, and it wasn't even intentional. I wasn't.
I'm quite glad you're stuck with it, to be fair.
Yeah.
I also have counterspell prepared, so that's also cool.
Oh.
There you
Just in
go.
case.
There you go.
Handy.
Yeah, if you want to be a real dick, you can counterspell one of your party members' spells just to.
Oh, yeah. Do we get... Because we're playing other characters, right? We don't get our, spell sheets, right?
Well, so this is an interesting question. Mechanically, how am I going to conduct the race? You can play with the other people's characters, but I thought it would be more fun if you guys played with your own character sheets. So you won't be representing yourselves; you'll be representing the actual riders. But since you're with your own stats, it'll be a lot easier for you to just roll off of your stat sheets. And the only difference will be everybody who's riding will be proficient in animal handling. So you'll temporarily tick on animal handling if you don't have it.
Okay.
Not the rider on the dinosaur on your Allosaurus mad skills.
Well, I also be proficient because I'm not.
You don't have to be proficient to ride your dinosaur because you've already developed a rapport with it.
But everyone else is.
Hey, there's a lot of background noise coming from somewhere.
Yeah, that's not me. I think that must be Maddie because she's muted herself. So bad, Maddie, bad. That's probably a plane or something.
I live right next to an airbase.
What the? Did you think about that
What?
all before you made this selfish decision?
I know, absolutely terrible.
I mean, seriously, next to an airport, why don't you just move into the bus stop?
No, not an airport. An air station. Right next to an airbase. An airbase.
You just moved there?
I didn't move onto the airbase. We're just like outside of it.
Yeah, but don't they scramble planes all the time? I guess they don't. Okay. All right.
Yeah, no, my windows were open. That's why you could hear it that time.
Oh, I see. Okay, cool. Because otherwise, we're going to have to start passing a hat around to get you to move someplace else if you're going to keep playing on the game. GoFundMe. Maddie needs to play in our game, but she needs to live someplace where there's less background noise.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Or to buy you one of those wangers.
I want a what?
Those practice wangers. So as musicians, you end up practicing in all these rooms, and what they usually do is install these things called wangers, and they're perfectly soundproof.
Like a soundboard?
No, soundproof box that you get in with ventilation and everything.
Oh my gosh.
It's totally soundproof. So you can scream your head off.
That sounds awesome. I want one.
That does sound
I know.
awesome.
They are great.
We used to just use the old-fashioned paper mache, the hard paper mache egg cartons.
Oh yeah.
And just staple them to the wall. And it soaks up like a large percentage of the noise because I guess the noise doesn't bounce off the car. It's like the concept behind the weird angles on the stealth planes, right? Everything kind of goes in the wrong direction, so you don't hear it anymore. So there you go, Maddie. Those are your choices.
They're great choices.
Move, get a wanger, which sounds horrible, but
yeah,
whatever.
I've never heard it called that. Like that is not what I think of when I think of wanger.
Or start eating a lot of eggs.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys can talk to your dinosaur. I mean, nobody's there. If you want to go find Lee, he's probably floating around somewhere because the guy has to work full time. But there are other racers who have come and gone since you guys were standing around. But because you're all the way at one end of the stalls and nobody really goes near Big Honker because he was so terrifyingly violent. Stall, and there was no need to because all the other dinosaurs are towards the front of the entrance, towards the entrance, I should say. They didn't really need to come down to where you are. It just everybody else, like there's a big party standing in front of an empty stall. So if you wanted to talk to somebody who's in the area, sort of a couple of folks leading some smaller dinosaurs out, a few Deinonychuses going out for some of the racing, you could certainly do that.
If Cracker can talk to our dinosaur, then I can cast ritually detect magic, and I just want to walk around the stables to see if I can sense any magic inside the stable.
Ooh, interesting. Okay. So Cracker's going to cast... There you go.
Speak with animals, yep.
Yep, but that's also ritually cast, isn't it?
Right. So it takes
So-
me a little while.
So you guys are both going to be doing your thing for about 10 minutes or so.
Yeah.
In the meantime, does anybody else want to do anything?
Yeah, I want to cast aid on my party.
Okay, so that's an action. So 9 minutes and 54 seconds later. Anybody else have anything they want to do? Satina, Meridian?
Yes. I'm
Oh,
gonna
Meridian.
cast Mage Armor on myself.
All right.
So if I'll cast aid on Cracker, Meridian, and Darlin.
Oh, you can't do that if you're ritually casting. Oh, you're not ritual casting. Sorry.
No, I'm not ritually casting.
Getting confusing with all the casters. Okay. And Emma, what's Meridian doing?
I can start getting mad skills ready.
Okay.
I don't really have any preparation to do for myself, so
Okay. Okay. So as you approach Mad Skills in his stall, you notice a little iron figurine. It's about the size of a large
Sorry, you cut out there. A large paper what?
paperweight in front of Mad Skills outside the stall. And it's shaped like a triceratops.
Can I pick it up with a mage hand and look at it?
Absolutely. Yep. So you pick it up and how do you want to examine it?
We've seen the other dinosaurs. Does it kind of look like? Is there a trike racing? Another trike racing with us? Maybe it looks like that one.
Yeah, so there's both Ubtau's favorite, but you haven't met the racer for that, you think. And there's also one named Zongo. Neither of them are particularly they don't have particularly good odds to win, but they are both Triceratopses.
Does the little statuette look like either of them in particular, or is it just a Triceratops? Like any engravings, any like Zongos sketched in on the bottom?
Yes, that's a good question. So there are no names. It doesn't necessarily look. I mean, it's the two dinosaurs that are living dinosaurs that are really animals. So do they move and have different poses potentially? Yes, this looks like a Triceratops, just sort of a figurine of a Triceratops standing. Unusual for Triceratops.
Interesting.
I'm sorry, did you say it was paper?
Iron.
Iron?
Yeah, it's the size of a paperweight.
Oh, gotcha.
That's where you heard paper.
Okay.
I want to bring it over to Dallin, see if there's any magical senses coming off of this.
Yeah, she like waves you off. She's like, "I'm busy."
Concentrating.
Okay,
Don't just-
and I'll put it in my pocket then.
Don't disturb Mom while she's doing ritual casting.
Iron maybe equate to stone in some sort of way. I know it's a mineral, but like on the off chance.
I'm sorry, I'm not quite following where you're going with it.
So I could like figure out like the stone itself
Oh,
and like where it came from and stuff. Try to help a little bit.
You're trying to bullshit your way into using stone cunning.
I am, yes, indeed.
Very good, very nice. Yeah, that was so oblique. I didn't even know that's what was happening. So well done, you.
Thank you.
I'll give you credit for trying, but the answer is no.
That makes sense. I figured that's what the answer would be, but it's worth a shot.
Always worth a shot.
Roll persuasion. I mean, why not?
Persuasion on the stone, or for you?
Persuade the DM.
Because I have a higher charisma than Satina does.
Go for it. DC
That's 10?
20. No, you think it is definitely iron.
Sick. It would be amazing if I credit on that. That would be great.
But in examining it, you realize that this is extremely fine work. It is not. It doesn't look like it was sort of just, roughly chipped out or filed off. It doesn't look like it was scratched surfaces with a sharper, tougher implement like you might see. It seems to have almost been molded. And you think that this, between the two of you, Meridian and Satina, you think that this is something that either has some value or is important in some way, because it's not just like some kid's toy in cast iron that was left around. Not that kids would necessarily play with something like this, but you get the impression that this is something rare and important.
In your pocket. Put it in your pocket.
I was gonna say I'll pocket it.
Did it seem like it was put there, or did it seem like someone lost it? Was it kind of neatly put up right side, or was it laying on the side, or?
Yes, good question. So it's a statuette of a triceratops with its four legs standing braced, and the head is sort of just a little bit back, and the haunch is a little bit propped up, almost like it's about to fend off an attack or possibly start a charge. And it was placed directly in the middle, in front of the stall, facing out. So anybody directly approaching Mad Skills would have seen this, looking at it.
Wait. Is this Big Honker? Did somebody turn Big Honker into a statue?
To a triceratops.
And gave him a species change.
I don't know.
So, was it kind of like in? Are you saying it was positioned so that anybody coming up would be potentially attacked by this figurine? In that sense, like a protection thing for Mad Skills.
That's an interesting question. So you're busy doing your ritual casting. Once you're done, you can roll an insight.
I'm not casting anything at the minute.
No, she wasn't doing the ritual casting. She just did her normal spell.
Oh, darn it. Yes. Go ahead, roll insight.
1 second.
I'm trying to get through this 2-liter bottle of Coke as quickly as I can, but the caffeine's not hitting as fast as I'd like.
21.
Ooh, good roll.
Yeah. So knowing what you know about human nature and humanoid nature, you think that this was placed there possibly as a warning.
Who? As a warning to other people to not mess with our dinosaur? Or a warning to us?
Definitely.
Both?
Yeah, really, it could go either way. Who? See, Dimetrodon. Do we remember what Jungle Princess was?
Jungle Princess was the Deinonychus.
Deinonychus. Okay.
Yes.
They all are under their handouts. All the sheets.
Oh, good facts.
Yeah.
Banana Candy is a Hadrosaurus. Yes, well done, Henrietta. Yep. Always look to Henrietta to find the stuff that the DM leaves around. I have to say, in real life, your perception skills are extremely good.
Okay.
Tell that to my husband. I don't think he agrees with you.
Well, there's a difference between perception versus selective deception.
True.
I have
also giving a shit.
Exactly. So there's another Allosaurus in the race. His name is Bone Cruncher. Big Conqueror, of course, is a Tyrannosaurus Rex being ridden by Tervi Gaffa. Grung Stomper is an Ankylosaurus, the ones with the big, heavy mace tails. Jungle Prince is a 2-legged Deinonychus. And that's the one being ridden by Chippo Shoulders, your friend from the shoe store, the Halfling Run shoe store. Leatherneck Longears is riding Mountain Thunder, who is expected to sort of basically retire after this race. He's Dimetrodon, the ones with the big weird sail on the back. And Nasty Boy is also an Allosaurus that Harpel's riding.
And
Harpel
those are the
Halfling.
ones that we've come across. Like, we've talked to their riders. The other ones, like, looking at these, there's 2 that we haven't met that are the Triceratops.
Yes. Big Honker and the rider Tyreek. You've seen Banana Candy, but you haven't spoken to the rider. You did see that it was a half-orc.
Banana Candy.
Yes. All sniggering aside. Bone the Allosaurus is not one that you've met. You've seen it in the stall, but you haven't met the rider. Similarly for Grung Stomper. And you've seen Jungle Princess independently of speaking to Chippo Shoulders about it. And you've met Leatherneck Longears. But I don't know if you've seen the Dimetrodon. You've spoken to Harpel, Bright Bastard, who's riding Nasty Boy. Scarback is a T-Rex as well, but not in anywhere near good odds as Pink Honker.
How many are actually taking part?
Well, that's a good question. It's not entirely clear on race day which ones ride and which ones compete in which race. There's no real limitation on one of them being ridden in more than one race, although there are 3 different types of races, 3 different races altogether, and some of the races aren't suitable for some of the dinosaurs. So there are a couple of 2-legged races. There's a 2-legged race, so some of the ones are not 2-legged dinosaurs, right? And then you've got the 2 Triceratopses, and you've not met who's riding either of those.
Right. So, like, would it be a warning to us? Because we haven't done we haven't even talked to them enough to piss them off.
As far as we know.
As far as we know, yeah.
Well, I mean, you're asking the DM.
Well, it was more of
They're
like
not
a
pissed
general
off anybody?
statement. Like,
Okay.
we haven't even talked to them. Like, I'm sure that if we did, we probably would have pissed them off, but we haven't yet. So it could very well be a warning to us, just like as a newcomer, but it seems like a little too much for a newcomer, you know?
It's a little pointed.
Yeah, a little pointed, exactly. Are there any more of these statues anywhere in the place? Or is it just in front of ours?
Yeah, give us a perception check.
Okie dokie. That is the first P. 21! That was a crit.
Oh, no such thing as a crit in skills, you know that.
I know, but it's fun to still get them.
Yes, it is. You do a fairly thorough check, and, you know, since your one wasn't really being hidden, other than there was some straw and, you know, some reeds on the floor, so maybe you had to kind of get close to see it. You don't see anything similar anywhere else. Now, whilst you're doing this sort of lengthy search, probably by this time, Dallin and Cracker will have completed their ritual casting. And it looks like Henriette just posted a question.
Yeah, just to remind us what to ask for. I didn't want to interrupt, so.
Okay. Sure. No, that's fine. So, Dallin, you're casting Detect Magic.
Yes.
And and the range on that is 30 feet, is it? Radius?
Yes, I think that's what it said. Yes, 30 feet. And I'm gonna walk around until I get a ping.
Okay.
If I get a ping.
So the little iron Triceratops glows faintly.
Can I think you can get what kind of magic?
Yes. It'll glow a white color, which I understand is divination magic. Or it's telling you it's divination magic. So
I'm gonna tell this to the party.
okay. And Yvonne, is Cracker asking these questions of
Yes.
Mad Skills? Okay.
But also asking if he saw any other statues or any other activity, just anything that didn't seem like someone feeding the other dinosaurs.
Very good very good phrasing of the question for a dinosaur size for a
Yeah, I was
dinosaur
thinking, how would he get it?
brain. Yeah, chicken-sized brain and a. Yeah, I think that one is going to require a. Well, what would you like to? What skill would you like to use for that?
Probably
'Cause-
animal handling,
Yeah,
sort
you
of.
could- yeah, it's kind of animal handling. I would also accept a communication-related skill.
Okay. Go with animal handling.
Okay. Intimidation.
I wouldn't want to frighten him.
Yeah. Mad skills. When you ask it, big hunker, Mad skills immediately starts shaking, and you get it. He doesn't actually respond to you verbally, except just sort of plaintively, and you get the impression that whatever it was, Mad skills was very, very frightened at the time.
I communicate, or just make sure the group knows what I'm hearing back or sensing back, I guess.
Yep. I mean, this is dinosaurs' language. Body language is part of dinosaur language, right? So it's not like he's going to lay out the verbal version of a police artist sketch. Eyes a little bit closer together, mustache like a twirly mustache.
One hoof, yeah. One foot for yes, 2 feet for no. Okay. And were there lots? Can I ask him, were there a lot of people or just one person?
He'll call them, little two-leggeds, which you take to mean yourselves, something like yourselves, that came for Big Hong. And then there was feeding and hunting. And then a second later on, there was one little two-legged that came to see him and dropped a rock and left.
Huh.
Okay.
Ask him if he had seen the little two-legged that dropped the rock before, or if that was the first time he saw him.
Okay.
And Mad Skills looks at Meridian and sort of pokes his nose in Meridian's direction.
So he looked
Hey.
like Meridian?
Sorry?
So he looked like Meridian?
Well, I mean, you're talking to an Allosaurus with like an intelligence of 2, right? So
Yeah.
and for all you know, an Allosaurus thinks all you guys look the same. Because no human being has ever said that about another human being before.
Never.
Oh, never.
No.
We know that Sagek's father, don't remember his name, Sindor, was a dragonborn, and I think that he might be a wealthy guy, since this is a very nice statue. It has to cost a lot of money, so it might have been him.
He's also
a sorcerer.
Such a powerful sorcerer. Has probably lots of things at his disposal.
Well, that would tie in with the warning to us.
Yeah.
Because Zindor doesn't like us.
No. Not yet.
I want to ask one more question.
But we didn't bring his son back. I don't think we're going to get forgiven anytime soon.
Probably not.
Yeah. And even though he did tell you about it, it's not like you guys prioritized getting it. You wanted to talk to people. You wanted to get into the dinosaur race.
Hey, you know what? We didn't know any better.
Oh, well, he's already dead. We'll get to him eventually.
Yeah,
exactly. Even if he's like a quarter decomposed.
He can't get any deader.
Right.
But Sindor, he was a gold dragonborn, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Can you ask Mad Skills if he's gold? Try and find something that looks like the same color and point at it? And
Oh,
Us.
I have a minor illusion.
oh,
Oh,
you do.
I can be helpful.
Yeah.
Maddie, I feel so bad for you.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. It was my own choice, and plus I lost my spell book, and I'm very sad. So do you want me to like bring up the color of gold?
Yeah, or if you can make an image
Yeah.
of Sindor.
It
I don't remember what the spell can do.
doesn't have any like restrictions towards like faces, so I should be able to.
Yep. So it's got some weird restrictions that you can very easily get around. So you can't, unless you're an actual school of illusion
Mm-hmm.
wizard, you cannot create just minor illusion, something that looks like a walking, talking, being or something. But you could very
Right.
easily make essentially an image like a statue. It'll be
Yeah.
maxed out at 5 feet cube.
Oh yeah, I just
Um,
need his face though. I don't think it's 5 feet large.
So you just make the head,
Yeah, just the head.
and the Allosaurus rears back in fright.
Nice. There you go. There's your answer.
And as you're looking at the head, which you can basically recall because you were there and you saw Zindar up close, you realize he doesn't look like a dragonborn. He looks like a dragon. He looks like a dragon head on a humanoid body with dragon claws and dragon hands.
Ask Mad Skilf if it was just
But you-
afraid of
you
the
all- you-
spell or if it was what actually Sindor he saw. Because it's not smart.
That's fair.
so I basically say,
Yes.
this is a 2-leg, but he looks like that color. 2-leg that color. Is that what
yeah.
you saw?
It's like when you're having a conversation with your dog about why your dog chewed on your shoe, and you start trying to get into a philosophical, existential discussion about property rights, and the dog just sort of sits there and tilts his head, and he knows that you're talking to him because you're looking at him, and he hears his name occasionally, but the words just kind of,
Yeah.
Moving on.
am I different property versus your shoe? I don't understand what you're trying to say here. Do I not have rights myself to anything in the house? Am I not part of the family? I don't feel like we're on the same plane. But as you do change an illusion in order to get more clarification, he doesn't seem as concerned when you make a full-sized version of Zindar. You think maybe the floating head was a bit worrying.
It makes sense. I can make like a mini Zindar. So that he's like
And then
5 foot.
He paws his left hind leg, like and he tilts his head a little bit.
Lassie, is the boy in the well? I guess we're not really dealing with that, are we? Timmy's in the well. Can I ask him if he saw Big Honker? Because he said hunting, and there was no hunting in the dino stables, right? So was Big Honker hunting? Was he eating something he killed?
Yes, two-legged.
Looks at the blood stain on the ground.
Okay, so he ate a 2-legged.
It's a good boy.
Well, I think he definitely got out, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I hope so. Because if he
Where
didn't,
is he now? He hears screams in the distance.
Follow the screams.
Everybody roll perception.
Oh gosh.
oh Lord,
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
Wow.
Whoa.
dude.
We're paying attention.
Cracker's got a
Yeah,
-1 on
right?
perception. Nice. Awesome. Yeah, you do realize there's actually quite a lot of screaming coming from way out. You thought it was part of the race excitement, but in between, like the sort of, there's a lot of, oh my God. Oh my God.
Success.
Well, if it's not a success if somebody kills Big Honker. Stop him.
Wow.
I guess. I mean, like, we do. He wanted to be free. He wanted to hunt, and that's what he's doing.
In the city.
In the city, yeah.
Serves him right.
You
Greedy.
you basically enabled Godzilla in Tokyo.
Nice. But I mean, like, honestly, we should have thought about this, but there wasn't another way for us to, like, get him out of the city
Yeah.
without, like,
out Tariq.
like, letting him run rampant. I mean, unless
What
we,
you
like...
guys are talking about, I think this is a great plan.
Oh, gosh.
If anybody ever should play Chaotic Evil, it's you, Emma.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was Meridian speaking.
It's like, this is great. This is awesome.
Always.
So, Mad Skills is. Are you still prepping Mad Skills, or?
I'll start like putting a saddle on and stuff.
Okay, and the other thing that Dallin also detects with her active pinging detect magic spell is that a couple of the flying snakes have there aren't any Zentrum standing around in front of them now. There were before, if you guys recall, but a couple of the flying snakes actually have have something around their necks, if you will. So, to say the part of the torso behind the head and above where the wings come out.
Okay.
And the little bends are also actively magical, and they seem to be blue as an abjuration.
Like drones.
Pretty good.
I'm kind of curious what kind of magic is on the statue. I know it's divination, but
I'm a wizard, but I'm an abjuration wizard. I'm sorry.
Corin knows a lot about divination magic, don't you?
Well, I mean, just because you're an abjuration wizard doesn't mean you don't know anything about any of the other schools. You're just not. You don't benefit from.
I can try.
So, what are you trying to? I didn't hear what Henrietta was saying. What are you trying to do, Henrietta? Or what did you want to do?
Find out what kind of spell was put on the statue. Is there any way to determine that without identify?
On which? On the
statue.
Flying snakes?
No.
Oh, the statue. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's a little bit. Is anybody else, Henrietta? To me, it sounds very clear, very loud, but a little bit muffled.
Okay.
Is anybody else getting that?
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Like super horrible. Okay. Yes. So identify is going to tell you what an object is. You could also use it for a spell description in this case. You know it's divination, but beyond that, I mean, you could give it a try. Try Arcana. You might be able to figure it out. Depends on what it is. How hard it would be. Whether or not it's a spell you know, for example.
Mm-hmm. Well, I can try, but I don't think.
Try as well if you want.
Anybody, yeah, anybody who's proficient in Arcana could give it a try. Is what I'm trying to say.
Oh no!
Oh wow!
Oh well.
Not a good.
Sounded no. Oh
yeah, I got a 7.
Oh yeah. No, sorry.
No, that's fair. I was looking through my spell sheet. Just
Computer
to,
says
see.
no.
And I have one divination spell, a singular divination spell.
Hey,
and I thought that was funny. And it's not even like a predict the future. It's like, I'm going to go into your mind and I'm going to kill you from there.
All right.
It's Mind Spike.
That's divination?
Yeah. I was surprised too.
Wow. Harsh.
Right?
Yeah, so it is definitely it's definitely spike.
Well, that's good. That would be bad.
7 is not going to be very good. Did anybody
No, that's totally fair.
Was somebody else rolling Arcana as well?
Not proficient. So
Not
no.
proficient.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
Sorry, guys.
Okay.
I tried.
But Mad Skills confirmed that it was a Sindor that you saw.
A single 2-legged, yes.
Yeah, but did he confirm the illusion that it was Sindor?
Oh, the illusion. Again, sorry, it's a little bit, you're very, very loud, but it's, I mean, I put you close to maximum, but it's just really a little bit muffled.
I can.
Not usually the case.
I'm struggling a little bit with everyone, to be honest.
Oh.
Which is
But everybody
weird.
else sounds good to me. Joe, you sound fine. Maddie sounds good. Emma sounds good. Yvonne sounds good.
Yeah, most of the time you sound fine, but then things dip, and so I don't always catch everything.
Me still.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
crap.
I've got the flying snakes. That'd be interesting. The flying snakes have something around their necks and they're blue and appear to be magical, but I didn't catch what kind of magic they were.
Their abjuration.
Abjuration.
Mhm.
So that's interesting
Thank you.
here, Joe. But Maddie, you did hear me say the word abjuration.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard it as well.
That's interesting. So it's not just universal.
I mean, unless Joe just happened to miss that one word.
Yeah.
Which is possible.
Yeah. We're all
He didn't
human.
say
It
it when he
happens.
was describing what it was. Like, it came a couple sentences.
Okay. All right. Maybe if I speak a little bit slower, but then we end up trying to drag it out. It's like I'm getting paid by the hour, which isn't great. Okay. Not sure what to do with that. Fine. So the snakes have a little band, essentially, like a collar.
Yeah.
But it's is it a collar? Is it a belt? Is it a toe ring? I mean,
The world may never know.
the only difference is that this is placed between the head and the wings rather than the wings and the tail, if you will.
Right.
Okay.
I'm with you.
Yeah, so that'd be pretty interesting, actually. If you polymorphed a snake that had a band around it, would it turn into a toe ring? That'd be pretty funny.
Now we're asking real quick.
Exactly, yeah.
I feel like at least one person in this group has a toe ring. I'm not going to say who.
Not me.
Not me.
No, not me.
No.
I tried it once a very long time ago when I was like 13. It was just uncomfortable. It was also like a $2 one from a beach cabana. So I mean,
Did it turn your foot green?
I was going to say.
oh yeah, all rings turn my feet green, or fingers and feet and ears.
What, even solid silver or gold?
I'm broke, so I don't have any solid
So you
silver.
don't
or
know.
gold. No, I just wear my my jewelry for like max 8 hours, and then I take it off.
I was going to say, how do you tell people you grew up in a trailer park without saying you grew up in a trailer park?
Wow. First off,
Hey, love ya.
Although I did grow up around trailer parks, I was just never in the trailer park.
Trailer park adjacent.
Exactly. And also ghetto adjacent. It's a great mix. I went to a great school.
Don't worry, Maddie. We've all been there. We've all worn something that turned something the color it wasn't supposed to. We'll leave it at that. Anywho, so you guys got. If this ever gets uploaded, they'll be like, "What the hell am I listening to?"
On this particular
lot of
episode,
laughing.
definitely.
Is this D&D? I don't understand. Yeah, so you've got these snakes. They've got there are 2 flying snakes in cages, separate cages. Before you saw the Gentrim standing in front of them. Now there aren't any Gentrim, but there are these little bands that are glowing blue as a result of the detect magic spell cast by Dallin. And with the exception of that, there are some locks, either for cages or a couple of the collars from the now empty stalls that used to house some of the dinosaurs that were taken away, presumably to prepare for races, that have abjuration color magic as well, which tells you that probably they're just magically enhanced locks. But that's about all you find from your detect magic spell, Dallin.
Okay.
And are there any other questions Cracker wants to ask? So I'm still not clear. What's the deal on who's riding what, where, when, how? What is your plan for the race? You guys just going to race it straight? No shenanigans? Of this slightly chaotic, slightly dirty?
Well, I have one thing I want to do before the race. It's not a long race, right? It's like
no. Oh, but by the way, Henrietta, now you sound perfect.
Okay, I changed the mic.
Yeah. Okay.
That's because she is.
Absolutely.
So, I want to cast Longstrider on Mad Skills before the race.
That's great. Wow.
So
that is a brill.
That's one thing. And I also want to... we are going to line up dinosaurs before the race start, right? So I want to have detect magic up to see if I can detect any magic of Big Honker if he comes to race.
Sure. Can you post detect magic again?
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
Let's see. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess if something was polymorphed or something, it would be... But I don't know if wild shape would come up. Because that's an ability. But it's magical, but I don't know. But I want to test it.
Yep.
And if I don't detect anything, I would like to cast Enhance ability on myself. Or the one that's gonna ride Mad Skills.
Well, I think it should be you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, enhanceability is definitely I know that. Yep, there you go. Good job.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't hit
You cut out.
anybody then.
Oh, that sounds like a Joe problem.
Yeah.
I just figured nobody was talking.
I have so many I can't keep track.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sound excessively aggressive, but I've become so incredibly paranoid that something's going wrong on my end that as soon as I can find a way to point the finger at somebody else, I slightly overreact with a bit of Schadenfreude glee. Oh, thank God it's not me. Sorry, Joe. I love you. Okay, so so you can do this on constitution checks, strength checks. Yep. Now, if you...
Wisdom checks. Owl's wisdom, so I can get it on animal handling.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you're going to cast this on yourself. Now, it is a concentration spell.
I know. That's why I want to have detect magic up before. But that's also a concentration. Or maybe if Cora has the detect magic, so she could detect if Big Honker...
I'm not sure if I've got it prepared. Bear with me. Oh, I do. Yeah, I can do detect magic.
Also, Remember, we have to wait 45 minutes before
Yeah.
the race starts.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I want to do this right before
Yeah.
the race starts.
So you think that casting spells whilst you're sitting on your dinosaur at the starting gate is probably not going to be
But we're not going to wait for the start for 45 minutes, or right?
You basically have to. All riders and dinosaurs have to report and basically be there. Like your team should be there as well, but whether or not they're going to recognize that one or members of your party who are racing for the first time are not present and who's actually in your team, they might not know that. But whoever the racer is has to be there.
Of course. But like enhance ability is up to 1 hour, and so is long strider. So I want to, and the race, didn't you say that it lasts for like 10 minutes or something?
Yes, there is a chance that you might be able to complete the wait time and the race itself within 1 hour. Absolutely.
Yeah. That's what
it's not 100% certain. It depends on a little bit on what happens. You know, if you guys start going on a diversion and a scenic tour of the city, a scenic, eating tour of the city, shall we say, it might take a little longer than an hour.
But I can also try to cast it while riding.
No. No.
I like your style.
Well, had to try.
Yeah, so you can. So one thing that'll be definitely obvious is, although you can certainly do things while you're riding, maintaining concentration whilst you're riding challenge, especially if you're not proficient in animal handling. Your ability to ride Matt's skills is because you've developed a rapport with him. Without animal handling, I mean, most of you have been. You know what it's like to ride a horse, especially if they're running at a full gallop.
Oh yeah.
It's terrifying. Between the terror of holding on whilst the horse is jumping obstacles, and then the inevitable hunger, the physical hunger and the desire to eat food once you're finished, a way you could concentrate on trying to cast a spell. Maintaining it is possible, but you'll be rolling checks basically every round.
Mm-hmm. But what kind of checks?
Concentration checks.
Oh, okay. I was hoping wisdom because I'm smart.
Oh, no. Well, concentration checks are.
I have the wisdom to keep concentration.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is, remember, you can always cast it on somebody else.
I know. That's
okay.
So since Cora has higher animal handling, I mean, I probably seem to think that she should be riding.
Sure. I mean, it's up to you guys, however you guys want to do it. Everybody's going to get to race.
I'm not proficient in it, but I do have a +5.
Yeah, I have a +4. And I will, of course, give you Owl's wisdom to have advantage on it.
It's entirely up to the party.
I'll leave it to you guys to figure out. Cool. Anything else? Anybody else wants to do? You've got out your Allosaurus all bridled up and ready to go.
Can I decide where? I mean, if I can sort of slink off. I'm quite tall. If I can slink off to the Grand Suk and sort of hang out inside where I think it's probably the most dangerous for interference.
Ooh.
Because it's pretty close to the start and you're kind of hanging around there anyway. So I'm just going to sort of go over there.
Okay. Yes. So the Grand Suk is essentially a large indoor market. There's stalls everywhere. I can put you on a map, but I'm not sure how we're going to do that because there's actually something to do in the Grand Suk while you're racing. So, but yes, you can certainly do. What I'll do is that's a great idea, Yvonne. You'll be racing for the racer during the race.
Mm-hmm.
When we get to the Grand Suk, we'll just remind me that you're there. And what we can do is, depending on how things go, Cracker will be in a position potentially to either actively interfere as per the rules of interference, or perhaps provide the help action to whoever's riding Mad Skills, or one of the other racers, even, if it makes sense for them to do that, if you'd like to. Does that work?
Yeah, that works for me.
Okay, but great idea, yeah. Obviously comes from her many years of experience at her 200 some odd working previous jobs. You do pick up things. Yeah. If there's anything Cracker's ever picked up, I imagine it's something like how to interfere with somebody you don't like in a close working environment with a lot of chaos and food and people.
Yeah, that works.
Okay. Anything anybody else wants to do?
I want to. If
I like that laugh.
If a bad hunker comes to the starting line and we see that it's not the real bad hunker, I would like to cast Dispel Magic to see if it's anything that I can dispel on it.
So you're going to be there at the starting line casting magic?
I'm going to be in the crowd. It's a 120 feet range.
Oh, okay. So this is going to be before you cast your enhance ability.
Yeah, I want to do it because if he's outed that he's cheating.
Okay. All right. Well, so just this is a great idea. I'm not saying no to it. I just want to be clear. If you're in the pit crew, you're going to be with the dinosaur and the rider, and enhance abilities.
Yeah, that's the concentration.
So you need. Okay, right. Maintain concentration on enhance ability whilst you cast Dispel Magic.
Yeah, but you can cast a spell while concentrating on another spell.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to be clear. You're not going.
Well, this is why I wanted to have the talk the night before.
Have to be on pit crew if she's not going to be riding, because there's other of us that could do it. Like, so Yvonne said that Cracker would be in the in the Grand Souk, right? So me and Meridian could be his pit crew, and then she could be in the crowd.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And that's if Joe's Cora would be the rider.
Okay. So your detect magic is going to.
That's why I want Cora to do detect magic, and I can create a link by mind link, so that we have
so much
a link.
magic going on.
Yeah.
Very, very complicated. Yeah, this is great. I like it. Very complicated. Okay, so everybody's got like a whole bunch of stuff to do. Very nice.
I'm a little confused.
So if I keep a mind link with Cora, and I get 50 feet away from the startup, so that I'm in range of her. And if she has detect magic up, and if she detects magic on Big Honker, I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic.
But if I'm riding the dinosaur, then surely I've got to cast Detect Magic 45 minutes before the race starts, so before we kind of hit the starting line.
Yeah, but Big Honker should also be there 45 minutes before. So if you just go in with Detect Magic up, you should notice it right away.
Yeah, good point.
Because you should be there as well.
Very good. Okay. This is exciting.
Yeah.
Very complicated. I've got to take some notes. Anybody else have anything they want to add?
Nope.
I feel like Meridian's not up to her usual shenanigans.
I mean, no, I think I'm good.
Do you have enhance ability?
No. The most shenanigan-y thing I have is perhaps casting light on a dinosaur.
I mean, you could probably effect on a dinosaur, but you can't actually cast it on a creature, I think.
You
The
can
light cantrip?
make a DC check. Dex
Looks-
save.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah,
No, they don't.
like on the saddle story. I mean, but no,
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna do that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm not. It would certainly enhance the appearance of some of them, if that's what you're trying to.
Crack one or two, perhaps, but no, I don't have anything.
I feel like this is going to turn into, Tokyo Drift, Port Nine-Zar Drift, with the pimped out cars and the neon lights and the runner boards. The glow in the dark
That's a
rims.
great idea.
You could do it on your own, right? Why not?
Pimp mad skills.
Like,
Pimp it out.
So I could, if I'm going in with Detect Magic up, if I actually see that Big Honker is magical, I can cast the Dispel Magic
Yeah.
rather than Darlin, and then Darlin
You
can
don't wanna be
concentrate
seen.
on.
Yeah, you don't want to be seen casting a spell on another
That's
racer
true.
or in the starting line. Because I think that's one of the rules.
But if he's magical, and I do Dispel Magic, it will show that.
The crowd.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're seen to do magic and it doesn't work, people won't know what you did.
Yeah,
And they'll just think that you were trying to give yourself an advantage.
fair point.
Well, Joe, you come from a footballing nation. You know what it's like. The first foul never gets seen. It's always the retaliation that gets red carded, right?
Kind of true.
It is true. The number of times I got in trouble for, bopping somebody in the nose after they'd bopped me in the nose. But he started it. Let's see. So we've got a Detect Magic going in. This is very Mission Impossible-y. Very nice. I'm quite enjoying this, actually. And then we've got Detect Magic. We've got a enhance ability which will be interrupted if necessary. A Dispel Magic. Is that the right sequence?
So I'm going to go in to the starting lineup with Detect Magic up to see if Big Honker has magic, and if he does, then Darlin will cast Dispel Magic before she does Enhance Ability.
With
Well,
the
she-
mind link.
She
With the
can't
mind
do she can't do the enhance ability after Dispel Magic because that's a touch spell.
Okay.
But if you go into
On
the
the-
pit, can you then go out to join the crowd after, or are you stuck in the pit?
Yeah, it's if you guys have ever been to like a race, like a NASCAR or Formula One, there's a big segregation between, I'm not even sure 120 feet is enough, between the audience, even on a track, right? And this is more like, Formula One in Monaco, where it's the whole city. So there's a whole area, just to prevent people from interfering or getting in the way or sabotaging.
Yeah, but
It's too bad you can't cast enhance ability on something she carries. I guess that's more of an enchanting thing.
How long does Enhance Ability last for?
But I can also join because after the race starts, I guess that the people that are in the pit area can go out and watch the race, right?
No, there's no commingling between people from the crowd and the team,
Okay, so if you
the
go
assistance
into
team.
the pit area, you're stuck there. You can't see the race.
Yeah, well, I mean, you will be able to see the race because you'll actually be. So essentially, you start at the Merchant Prince's Villa, right, which is here, and it's on a hill. just in case it's not clear. So this is a hill. Golden Throne is the tallest hill. The and the Temple of Gond are both on smaller hills. It's a bit like, Rome, right? So there's like hills all over the place. The Grand Colosseum, the Hall of Gold at the bottom, they're all hills. You'll be able to see much of the race from Golden Throne. And you will at some point be able to move to the Grand Colosseum where the race concludes, but it'll still be separated from the rest of the crowd. So just like the crowd itself shouldn't really be getting in the way of the racers, the crews as well as the dinosaurs also won't be interacting unless something goes horribly wrong and the dinosaur either goes into the crowd or the racer goes flying into the crowd.
So is Darlin going to have to cast Enhance Ability on me before I go into the pit then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right before you're going into the pit.
You could do it
10
as like a
concentration.
good luck
Yeah.
guy.
And the
Good luck.
same with Long Stride on Mad Skills.
Yeah.
Just as a good luck.
So Enhance Ability will be up, and then she'll cast... Sorry, and I got a little confused. So Enhance Ability will be up. Dispel Magic, she can cast that separately, and that'll be fine. We talked about this a moment ago, and I don't know why I don't remember this. So, sorry. Damn Coke. All right. I'm going to give you guys 5 minutes to figure it out, if there's anything else you want to add, and I'm going to go have some coffee. Darn it. All right. All right. I'll see you guys in a few minutes.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Be right back, guys.
Okay, so I'm slightly confused. So Darlin's going to cast Enhance Ability on me and Long Strider on the dinosaur just before we go into the pit.
Yeah.
I'm going to go into the pit with Detect Magic that I'm casting. Then what happens if I detect that Big Honk has magic on it? Darlin's going to cast Dispel Magic.
Yes, and if I'm not near enough, I'm just going to go out into the crowd, and when you ride past me, you can just yell magic or something, and I can do Dispel Magic on Big Honker.
Okay.
How long does it take to cast that?
6 seconds, and it's 120 feet. So
He's not going to be out of the range in 6 seconds.
no, I don't think so.
Okay.
No, because he can only go 30 feet.
No.
Oh, yeah.
T-Rex has 50.
Oh, he has 50. Well, still not 120.
No.
Yeah.
Big.
I think that'll work.
Also, it's too bad I can't have 2 concentration spells, because I was thinking about conjuring a lot of small birds that could attack the other dinosaurs during the raid. But they also last for an hour, but can only have one concentration.
There's only one thing that I can really think of that would pose to be a problem. I'm pretty sure with concentration spells you have to, I think, maintain eye contact or something like that, or like see what you're keeping concentration on.
Do you?
So would that mean Dallin is like running behind the race, trying to keep up with the dinosaurs?
I'm gonna check that because
I'm gonna look that up. Because like,
Excuse me for a moment. I just gotta go to the washroom. I'll be back.
okay.
I know that if Darlin gets hit and takes damage,
Yeah.
then obviously she'll lose.
yeah, I need to do a concentration check.
Yeah.
Let's see. I didn't think I had to see the creature.
I mean, if it's like because which one's the concentration? Are you talking about the enhanceability or
Enhance ability.
the enhanceability? Because it's a visual, somatic, and material.
It's a verbal.
Whoa, you're right. That I'm tripping. Okay. Hold on. Why are there so many words in this?
Let's go in the player's handbook under what is a spell. I think it's there. It is.
There it is. I spent all that time looking through the Roll20 forum in the compendium, and I clicked on the concentration link, and it brought me to purchased the player's handbook for
Oh.
$29.99. Like, thanks.
That's helpful.
See, in the spell, it just says you touch a creature and bestow upon it a magical enhancement. The target gains that effect until the spell ends. So it doesn't say anything about having to stay within a certain range of it.
Yeah, no, its range is touch. So, like,
Yeah,
you put it on there
once-
and then you keep the concentration.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, I was wrong about the visual. That's my fault.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about
I thought that.
visual.
Yeah, I don't know
No,
why I thought that.
It's once you've bestowed it,
Mm-hmm.
then unless you lose, it's about losing the concentration after
Yeah.
that, rather than the visual.
So Dalin's just going to be, like, meditated in the middle of the crowd. It's not
Yeah.
going to be suspicious at all.
No, just gotta go enhanceability. Yeah, through the crowd.
Yeah, there's going to be like by the end of the race, there's going to be like this empty zone around her.
Yeah.
While everybody sort of like shies away from this weirdo.
This lady's crazy. I think we got a pretty good plan here.
Yeah, we know it's going to go to shit, don't
Yeah.
we? Because nothing we ever do stays,
There's always
Yeah.
something that goes wrong.
I wish there was a way that we could, like,
You know what?
hide
Maybe we'll
Dalin
hurt-
so she didn't look suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
Invisibility.
I have invisibility.
I mean, why not?
I totally forgot about it. It's even one of my prepared spells. Hell yeah!
Ooh, hello?
Hello.
That was weird. Did somebody drop out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. Sounded like somebody was dropping out of Discord.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
But everybody's here. And the recording is not working.
Yeah.
Dalin can still stay with us in the pit if she's invisible.
Yeah, but if I cast a spell, it will make me visible.
Yeah. What? Oh, hold on. Oh, I can cast it at higher levels? Cool. Oh, it's just for another creature. Becomes invisible until the spell ends. That's for an hour. Anything the target's wearing, the spell end. Okay, yeah.
I think you have to have greater invisibility to stay visible.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Okay. So...
Oh, I'd say. Oh. No.
What is gum Arabic? It says an eyelash encased in gum Arabic. And I just
What
don't
the-
know what gum Arabic is. Gum Arabic. Oh, it's food.
Well, it's edible.
I mean, I
It's
think
not
It's a
food,
natural
but it is
gum.
edible.
I wouldn't call
Originally
it like
consisting of hardened sap.
I wouldn't call it like food.
It's listed as food on Google.
Yeah, it's edible.
And it's got 1.7 calories per gram.
Good to know.
It's what people used to chew. It's what people used to chew before chewing gum was created.
Mm.
But
Is it
they
a
would
drug?
also. It's not a drug, but depending on how you could use it in conjunction with an analgesic. For example, if you had a toothache, so you would chew on that, and it would release a painkiller essentially to alleviate the pain from a toothache.
Well, that's fun.
Okay, so slight diversion. I am full of useless facts, and sometimes I get them right. Not always.
I feel
Okay.
that.
Okay, so you're gonna blow the whistle on this guy before the race starts, basically, if you can.
If we
Yeah.
can.
There's a butt.
But we're also going to cast invisibility on Darlin, so that she doesn't look like a complete,
Won't that
Yeah.
increase the chances of her being jostled and bumped into, and therefore cause more concentration checks? The DM asks out loud.
We could have her just like sit on something, like on a barrel or something.
or be somewhere, maybe up a little higher, so that people can't bump into her and jostle her, and she's
You know
just.
what? You could cast invisibility on me and Rimfaxi, and we could fly.
Oh,
Hey,
I love it.
I can cast it at level 3, so I could get you and Rimfoxy.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
I
we
think
can
we need
fly.
to do this. We need to do this.
oh my goodness.
That's a great idea.
It's just getting out of hand.
Yeah, no.
Oh, but it's so
This is a
awesome.
solid plan. This is a
Rule of
solid plan.
Cool. Rule of cool.
Absolutely.
So where's Maddie going to be? Sorry, where's Satina going to be?
Satina, this is a touch range. So what I can do, right?
You can cast it on her, on Darlin, as she's casting it on me, as she's casting enhance ability on me just outside the pit, because it all lasts for the same amount of time.
And she would just disappear
Yeah.
in the middle of a crowd.
Well, we can all surround her so that people don't notice that she disappears. We're having a group hug before we go off onto the race.
Well,
and Darlin can disappear out of that.
well, if I am,
Or I'm in the crowd on my way over to the market, and I yell, "Hey, everyone, look over there!"
It's eating everyone! Run!
Conquer!
Do a distraction. Turn Darlin invisible.
well, if I'm riding Rimfaxi, you could just say that he went to to the internal plane.
Are you guys making a joke about it's a me problem?
No. It was saying that Rimfoxy just goes to the eternal plane.
When we turn
Yeah.
invisible,
Mm-hmm.
just seems like he went to another plane, and we turn invisible and fly over.
Or, that would erase the spell. Fuck. If you weren't casting a spell, it wouldn't be a problem. But you are casting a spell, and that spell is critical.
If Mad Skills is enchanted, but I can't see why they would bring another dinosaur than Big Honker if it's not magical in any way.
Yeah, it just seems like a lot.
Why not? If it's another dinosaur, why not just trace that one?
Right?
Yeah.
And, give it a new name.
Yeah.
Say, Big Honker got sick, yada, 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 whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I could most definitely turn you and Rimfoxy invisible. I have that capability.
Yeah. The only thing is, if I cast Dispel Magic, I will be visible.
Right.
Yeah, that won't look suspicious at all.
Definitely not.
There she is. No, she's not. There she is. No, she's not.
I like to imagine that Rimfaxi's still invisible, though, so you're just a flying person in the sky.
Yeah. True.
That would be even better.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
And make this person disappear, and then she appears in the air. How fucking cool that be? Imagine how much money we would make. Behold, a flying person.
Yeah, forget the race. We could become our own merchant princes.
Exactly. With bullshittery and magic.
Just, we're gonna
And
stay
fighting.
here forever.
Bullshittery and magic.
Except we're gonna have to give half of our earnings to the fucking people,
God.
Well,
which sounds booty.
if
so-
we're a merchant prince, we don't have to. Then we get 50% from everyone else.
Exactly.
That's true. You know how much work it would become to be a merchant prince, though? I assume it's a lot.
Yeah, screw the campaign. We'll just become merchant princes.
Yes.
We will rule the city.
I fear delusions of grandeur have come upon the party.
Yeah.
Look, man, I have
Facts.
I have 30 gold to my name. I could do with some money.
If you get near a wall, I'm sure you can just sort of duck in behind some of the vines and stuff.
So true. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
It's too bad you're not like a halfling because they can like move seamlessly through a crowd and like hide behind people that are bigger than them.
Yeah.
I love halflings. I want to play a halfling.
Well, he was a halfling.
No.
No, I mean like I am in another campaign, but like I just want so like how Emma's doing with her dragonborns, I want to do that with halflings.
Yeah.
Testing.
I was going to say, you'll never guess what race I'm playing in the other campaign.
Okay, so we've got basically we're in for all intents and purposes, an African city. We're going to have a white woman invisible on a black flying fire horse.
Which will also be invisible.
That will also be invisible until it isn't.
Correct.
and that could never go wrong. Flying over a major race involving up to 10 dinosaurs being ridden by people through a crowded city, and possibly somebody being hit with a dispel magic on the expectation that there's a polymorph of some sort, as well as some slightly illegal enhancing of some performance enhancing magic. Can we call it that? Can we all agree?
Yeah, that sounds right.
So you guys are basically going to be the Russia of the Olympics.
Yeah.
Too soon.
That's it.
I mean, if they're also cheating, then why would it be bad for us to cheat? Or what if we waited until the very end, like we went through the race, and like let's say that he got in first, and then we prove that he was cheating the entire time?
Ooh, like that.
And then even if he doesn't come in first, we can still prove that whatever place he got in, he did it because he was cheating, and therefore would disqualify him from the race, as long as his mother didn't have any pull.
We could do that.
Can I just point out an unintended consequence of this?
Aside from the DM
Very-
like losing his mind.
Apart from us all dying.
That and the potential of making a very powerful enemy. So that makes 2 very powerful enemies in this town.
But he's kind of like a little spoiled rich kid, man.
Yeah, totally.
Gotta put him in his place.
Yeah, he's basically the fantasy dinosaur version of the rich kid driving a supercar that he couldn't possibly afford on his own.
Mm-hmm. That's Daddy's car right there.
Mm-hmm.
You're definitely onto something there, Maddie. I have to say, I think Satina is rolling very high on her insight checks.
Thank you.
Okay, so what is the plan now? Are you waiting until the race is over or nearly over, or are you going to do it at the start of the race? Are you definitely oh, whatever. You guys just tell me what the result is.
We win.
I give up.
When the players bamboozle the DM so much, it's just whatever you want.
Just do it. Let's do this. Let's finish this.
But I can easily, if you turn me and Rimfax invisible, I can easily follow Race.
Yeah.
He has a fly speed of 90.
So I really think that turning invisible would be a good idea. Because it lasts for an hour, right? And so that'll be plenty of time.
Yeah.
As long as you don't lose concentration.
As long as, yeah. Yeah.
But why should you?
Yeah, exactly. Because I'll be in the pit, right?
Yeah, you're
So-
going to be in the pit. Oh, watch.
That was an evil laugh.
Yeah, it
DM
was.
laughs. Oh, nothing could possibly go wrong here.
But if
But
you,
since it lasts an hour
You know
and the
full
race is
well.
only like 10 minutes.
Yeah, but you know full well that this city that puts on these races knows that people are going to try and do stuff. So they're going to have some kind of defense mechanism to try and weed out those people that are doing what we're doing.
I mean, that's true, but if that does happen, then we're going to get disqualified anyway.
Yeah. Or worse.
And we've already been
I'll
faced
be
with
right
death
back.
like
My
a bunch of
stomach
times.
is not having a fun time.
So you hear the bell and the horns telling you that the race is due to start in less than an hour.
Oh gosh.
And across the city, there are repeated messages, magically enhanced. All racers report to the starting line. Pit crews at the ready.
Whatever we're going to do, we need to do it now.
Yep.
Okay, so Darlin's going to cast Enhance Ability on me
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and Long Strider on our Dino.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm going to have Detect Magic up to see if Big Honker has magic. And if we discover that... So if I see that Big Honker has got magic, I'm then going to give Darlin a sign. And she will use Dispel Magic on him.
But should I do it at the start of the race or near the finish or at the finish line?
On Big Honker?
Mm-hmm.
As soon as possible.
Okay.
You want to do
I
it as soon
would
as possible?
I'd have thought so.
Okay.
I mean, there is a chance that if you start at the beginning, it's going to basically stop the race. Right?
Yeah. That's no fun.
Yeah, no, we
That's
do.
right.
We do need to win this race to be able to see the
Yeah.
Merchant Princess.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it at the end then.
Yeah.
At the end.
Okay.
And then I can follow.
Okay.
When he's on the podium.
Yeah.
Poof.
So we can keep the plan the same, like do the first couple of things, and then you give down the signs still at the beginning, and then towards the end, that's when she would, be towards the end, right? Like have her posted somewhere, like maybe on the rooftop or something, dispel magic, and then that would hopefully dispel whatever magic is there, and then her invisibility will turn off, but she'd be posted somewhere. So she hopefully won't be seen.
Let's just hope that it's magic that I managed to dispel.
Yeah. And if not, it's just a spell slot loss. It's fine.
I'm a bit disqualified for using magic.
That's only if you get caught.
Yeah, true.
Everybody
Hey, you know what?
move one alignment point to chaos.
Seriously,
know
are
what?
we actually doing that?
Tariq has
No,
gone
no.
this far,
Okay.
getting away with all the magic stuff. We can too.
Yeah, right? Exactly. Everybody else is cheating.
Yeah.
It's not like he has a lot of influence or anything. No, not at all.
Oh, no.
No, that's not gonna be a problem.
What could
Possibly.
go wrong?
Yeah.
Everything.
Okay. Are we ready to race?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you're going to do it at the end, right? Just to be,
Right.
regardless of what. So you'll know, you could, if there is something going on, you may know at the very beginning, but you're just going to let the race run its course until the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to be clear about that because the detect magic will end long before the race is even started.
Right.
Okay. Okie dokie. Whew, this is complex.
Yep.
This is great. This is like one of the most complex plans I've ever seen somebody put together that wasn't in the Tomb of Horrors. Okay. So, you guys, Dallin.
Yep.
Dallin climbs aboard Hermfaxi, who shakes his gloriously fiery mane. And the next thing you know, blink, they're gone.
Get rid of his spell slot.
Meanwhile, Cora is Cora riding with her armor on?
No.
I feel like she shouldn't be because it's going to have, as we discussed, exhaustion-related effects.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's riding without armor. So just for the purposes of the race, would you mind disabling your armor by unticking it so that your armor class is appropriate? Thank you. And what is your current armor class now?
12.
Oh. That's because you're using a shield. You have to disable your shield too, right?
Yeah.
You're going to need both hands to ride. You can't.
Yeah.
You ride the dinosaur with a shield. So your armor class should be 9.
You're whispering that. Can I wear the pumpkin hat?
Yeah, why not? You can wear the pumpkin hat because you know what? A 6-foot-tall retired blonde Brazilian model riding a dinosaur isn't actually that weird in this place. So why not throw in a pumpkin hat?
And I'll do the whole. Is it bark skin?
Are you eating?
Sorry, I'm eating some chocolate. I do apologise.
Okay.
Hey, me too.
Hey, no eating. All right. So you've got
She's
your
got given a chocolate orange, and I can't resist him. I apologise.
So what is your racing outfit? Are you wearing like
Clothes?
Anything in particular? Are you going for like the?
I could say without clothes. That'd cause a stir.
That I mean, you are eating chocolate, so why not make it a Lady Godiva with a pumpkin hat, right? Or you could do Princess Slave bikini, or sort of a silk, jockey type outfit.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably go for a jockey style outfit for this.
All right, you are by far the largest jockey out there. Everybody else is going for small size jockeys, even though they're riding large beasts. And you've got your Detect Magic up.
Yeah.
And you've got your bark skin.
Yeah. How much does that give me? Was it 2?
Can you just post it on the chat? I think bark skin's AC 16, no? So it's AC 16 as your starting base instead of 10. It's the same thing with everything else. So it's your dexterity modifier, which I believe is -1. Right?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
It's currently 15. All right.
How do I put bark skin on?
It says that the targets can't be less than 16.
So is that what it says?
Mm-hmm.
Can't be less. Let me just double check it because
I posted it.
I believe you. Thanks. It's it can't be less than 16. Shoot. Okay. Okay, we'll just call it 16. Very good. Thank you, Henrietta. Interesting. That's a little different from how mage armor and everything else works. Okay. And let's see, what else have we got? And you've also got the thing. What was I saying? You've also got your enhance ability up and running already. So casting that on Cora for wisdom boost.
Yes.
And how much is that now?
It's advantage. I can post it again.
Advantage on all wisdom checks.
Yes.
Which will include animal handling, but also anything else that's wisdom.
Owl's wisdom is the last one.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Cool. So as you are joining the queue, and we're just going to go down here, and I'm going to drop some tokens in for you all. In fact, actually, why don't we just have everybody drop their character token on, you know what you're riding. So Core's going to be riding Mad Skills.
Yep.
Just start here, if you would. Yep, there you go. Meridian, yep, good. Perfect.
I won't mind drag.
Yeah, I'm having trouble.
Oh, there we go.
Hold on.
There you go.
There we go.
I'll move you over there, Joe.
Thank you very much.
Anybody else need to put something on? Yvonne?
Can you put me on?
Maddie?
I can't figure it out.
Can't figure out what?
How to drag it.
Okay.
Oh, so when you go to your character sheet, the 3 little lines to the left.
Oh. I thought that was going to make my picture go to full screen.
And then hold, yeah, there you go. Okay. We'll start you back there. And then one more person. Yvonne?
I know I'm having trouble. I don't see the 3 little lines.
Top left of your
Name.
your picture.
Under the
Yeah.
bio and info tab.
Yep, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
It's just loading. For some reason, it's really slow.
No problem.
I'm going to just reload my page. I'm having a bit of trouble there. Hold on. Do, 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 do.
Everything okay there?
No, I'm not getting the 3 little lines, and things are highlighting that shouldn't be highlighting. I don't know what's happening.
Okay. Well, I can drag your token for you, but I'm worried
that
that
would
you
be
won't be.
great.
That I'm worried that you're not going to be able to interact with it, though. I mean, I can always move it. It's just a race.
Yeah, I should be able to interact with it. I think it's just not. I'm not getting the. You know, when you click on your picture in your bio, usually you get that lovely little X where you can move it.
But you can also just drag it from under characters. Just drag it into the...
Yeah, under characters. Yeah, and that's when I did that. It highlighted everything above it, which is really weird.
That for me too.
Okay.
Okay, so let me just drag your character for you. Huh, yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay. All good for you now?
Yep, I can move it. Good.
Okay,
Yep.
great. Perfecto. So, like we said, we'll just use your animal handling skills. So the basic rules are every turn you're going to roll your animal handling skill against a DC representative of the dinosaur you're riding. And you're just going to use your character sheets to keep it fun. Everybody will be proficient, so if you're not currently proficient, please tick animal handling proficiency so you get the right and can we all have one quick roll? And of course, Cora will be rolling with advantage every round. Good.
Bear with me.
5.
What animals are we riding?
Give you that in a moment.
Okay.
Por favor. I just want to check that everybody's getting it done
Oh,
correctly. Plus 3. There you go. You blew it. You blew it on the first one, Joe.
You wait, every
Okay.
roll after this is going to be rubbish now, isn't it?
Oh no.
No.
There you
Say
go.
that. We need to win.
Good. Everybody's so the check has to beat the DC for your dinosaur to move forward. At each section, so this is section 1, the light blue. This is section 2, the light green. Orange, section 3. The peach, I guess, is section 4. The other light blue, 5, so on and so forth. What does it say? 2. It should say 7. Anyway, or 6 rather. Grand Souk is okay. So there's going to be potential challenges and or things you do potential to interact either for yourself, against somebody else, for somebody else, or just randomly. Okay, that'll be independent of movement. So anytime you are in one of those sections, you may either be able to do it every round, or you may be able to do it once. I will ask you all to play fair, which is to say, play as dirty as you possibly can. Play fair to the game. And if you exceed, or if you meet or exceed the DC, you may advance. and the number of spaces you advance will be determined by your animal's speed. Okay?
Okay.
Sounds good.
If you are in the same space, so if, for example, let's say Maddie and Joe in this space, right? 3 spaces out from the start. Whoever goes last, or whoever arrives there last, if you're in the same space, you can both choose to attack each other. Your animals, that is. And stats on each of those as well. Obviously, some of them are aggressive or a bit better at attacking. The higher attack abilities typically are offset by a higher animal handling skill DC. So there's a trade-off. If you have a very demure or easily handled animal, so you could probably move forward quickly, chances are that one is going to be pretty easily defeated in a head-to-head battle. Okay?
How do we... Yeah, it makes sense. How do we know what our dinosaurs do in terms of DC and speed?
I'm going to give that to you all now.
Okay.
You guys have to be responsible for keeping... I've got a table, so it's not a problem. But I would ask you each to be responsible for just keeping track of what your one dinosaur... Okay?
Sounds good.
Any other questions so far?
No.
Okay. So, and then, of course, whoever gets to the last point, which is the finish, wins. In the case of a tie, that is to say 2 or more dinosaurs end in that space or better on the very last round, whatever that round is, it could be more than one dinosaur come. All right. So, Joe, you are riding an Allosaurus. The speed is a young Allosaurus, so it's not... And obviously, you guys shouldn't be metagaming anyway and looking up stats, but the speed is 50. Your
10.
skill check...
Long strider.
Sorry?
Plus 10. Long strider.
Oh, right.
60.
Thank you very much. Yeah. So plus 10, that's 60. So what we're going to do mechanically is we're going to cut that in half. Oh, sorry. So it'll be spaces.
Sorry, it's going to be what? Sorry.
Okay. 6 spaces.
Oh, 6 spaces.
Yep. Okay. But the skill check DC is 16. So, for example, on your test roll there, the 28 obviously would advance it, but the 14 would not.
What if you get 16? Do you advance?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
I've got to get 16 or above to be able to move 6 spaces, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
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 The AC is 13, and the hit points are 30.
AC is what? Sorry. 13.
13. Yep.
Yeah.
Hit points are 30, and a plus 6 attack. Now I can keep track of all this for you guys. And you do 8 points. You could possibly kill another dinosaur. You could also disable it.
You say I do 8 points of damage.
Yep. Okay. Now for the rest of you lot, I've got a table here. I would like you to roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Would each of you roll a d20, and we're just going to go from highest to lowest. Okay. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so Yvonne, you're going to get the Deinonychus.
Okay.
Emma, you're going to get a Dimetrodon.
Sick.
Addie, you're going to have a Hadrosaurus. Henrietta, you'll be controlling a Triceratops. And the Tyrannosaurus, ridden by Tyreek, will be managed by me. Okay? You guys all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Deinonychus, 40 speed, DC 12, AC 13, HP 26, plus 4 attack, 6 damage. Dimetrodon, 30 speed, DC 8, so very easy to handle, but a bit slow. AC 12, hit points 19, attack plus 3.
All right.
8,
Mountain
8,
Thunder. Let's go.
8 points of damage.
Scott.
Okay. Hadrosaurus, 40 speed, skill check DC 10, 11 AC, hit points 19, attack plus 3, damage 6 hit points.
God. Okay.
Okay. Triceratops, 50 speed, 50, C 14, AC 13, hit points 38,
Wow.
attack
Please.
attack plus 5 for 6 damage. Yeah. So again, you see that the DC check for the Allosaurus is 16, the Triceratops is 14, so they're pretty high. So it's going to be, you have to have good rolls to advance them. But once you start moving, they move at a good speed, and they also have more hit points. So it'll be harder to knock them out. And the Tyrannosaurus, he's got the highest DC, also one of the fastest, but he's definitely the most dangerous in a sort of attacking scenario. Okay, look. Cool. Alrighty. So I'm gonna move you guys all to the back. Is somebody missing now? 1, 2. Oh, sorry, I moved to somehow. Emma got buried.
Wow, off to a great start, I see.
I was going to say, it's already started.
I mean, Dimetrodons are quite short. So.
Yep. Yes. So, and there was one more thing I was going to do really quick. Okay, so let's all go in order. Can you guys keep track of your initiative? Why don't we just say whoever has got the highest dexterity goes first, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I'm going to guess, Joe, you're going to be last.
Yeah.
Maddie's what, 12?
13.
13. Henrietta, what's Dallin's dexterity?
12.
12. And Meridian is
13.
how much?
13.
13. Okay. And Cracker?
13.
Oh, right. Okay. So, Emma, you get to go first since you're leaving.
right.
And then we'll have Maddie, do you want to go second? And Yvonne go?
Fine by me?
Yep.
Okay. So who's going to go first again? Is it?
Guy was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Alrighty. 13. So that means I get to move ahead 5.
Love it.
Yep. There you go.
Oh
13.
boy.
Yep.
So
Wow, way out ahead. Okay, who's next?
That would be me?
Yep.
Okay.
So you
So that
also
would be
get to move.
4.
Yeah.
Does this count as 1? This one right here?
Yes, the first one is 1
Okay.
right there.
Boop, 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 boom.
My dusty young whippersnapper.
All right, Yvonne.
Okay. Oh,
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 I'm still there.
You ain't going nowhere.
I'm going nowhere.
all right, Dallin. Oh, and by the way, Big Honker is glowing the color of transmutation.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna give Darlin, thumbs up, which was our agreed signal that he's magical.
Okay. She's hovering above. Presumably, does Dallin respond in any way? Does Hermfaxi plop on her as a signal to...
I'm invisible.
No.
Okay. All right. All right.
There's a question. So if Rimfaxi were to poop on me, does the poop stay invisible, or does it become visible once it's left Rimfaxi?
I think it would become visible after it left Rimfaxi.
Oh man.
Definitely becomes visible.
Oh, just flying
But
over
the
the
question is,
city.
does
Pooping.
Anyone notice this?
somebody definitely notices, and the question is, does poop from a flying horse impart good luck, like poop from a bird? All right. Last but not least, let's hear it for Cora riding Mad Skills.
Big rolls, big rolls!
Wow!
That should be twice
Again!
the speed, right?
That's
So, actually, this is a good question. So, if you roll a crit, you're going to be allowed to whip your dinosaur. In doing so, you will move a higher speed. It's not double, but I've got the higher speeds. It's generally 20 to 30 more per turn. Now, the one thing is, if you do that, there is a chance that the dinosaur will be exhausted. So you'll have to roll a constitution check for the dinosaur. And in this case, it'll be a 15. The dinosaur has a 15 constitution. So you'll have to roll on a DC that you don't know, and the dinosaur may or may not become exhausted, in which case it'll be running at about half speed for the rest of the race.
So do we want to not do that this time?
You're going to have to make that decision yourself.
You're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, that's the decision I'm making. I'm going to go forward 6 because that puts me in the lead anyway.
5.
I'm
Nope. 1, 2, 3.
No, because I get the extra 10 for enhanceability.
Oh, right. Yep. Okay. Okay, so that was the round. Now, in the first area, everybody who's in the blue area, so I guess
Just me.
Well, I'm not that on the gate.
Yvonne didn't get out, but
Neither did I.
who's
No.
neither? Oh,
Nope.
oh, okay. Everybody who's in the blue area or who ran through the blue area, you can push each other off with a contested athletics check. So you can bump into each other, knock the other rider off. The rider will fall off the bridge and will be out for... Your dinosaur still advances to that spot, but it'll take you 1 round to...
Oh, you've gone again.
Oh, no.
Oh, you're back
Darn
now.
it!
You're
Can
back
you hear me?
now. Yeah, you're back now.
Yeah.
okay.
I heard that the dinosaur would stay in the square that you've advanced to, but it would take you how long?
1 round to recover. So
1 round.
basically, you're on a bridge, you get
miss a
knocked
turn.
off, you lose a turn, and everybody else, the crowd will push you, they'll put you on a ladder, and you'll climb back onto the bridge and remount your dinosaur. Okay? So, shall we do Maddie versus Emma?
Yeah, sure. So that's what check?
Contested athletics.
Oh,
Oh boy. 4.
Very nice. Okay, so Emma, your rider off into the crowd below the bridge. Just keep the token there, but yes. But we'll put a little red out for one turn, okay?
Who's the whippersnapper now?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Wow. The
I'm
trash
a
talking
squirrel. I like
begins.
the water.
Came to play.
Wow. Okay. And shall we have Cora as Cora versus Maddie?
Do I have advantage on this? I don't, do I?
Mm-mm.
No, because you've got only wisdom checks. This is
Yeah.
a strength athletics check.
Okay. Wow.
Oh, no.
6.
Two.
Oh, but I win. Woohoo!
The whippersnapper trash talk continues. And the last one, Joe, let's have Cora versus Maddie. Or sorry, Emma, rather.
Okay.
The off chance that you get knocked out also.
Ah,
Nope.
no chance.
All right.
Nice.
So after one
Eat
round.
dirt, bitches.
Wow.
I use my inspiration. No, I'm
Crunch.
Hey, you wanted competitive, right?
Yeah, exactly. Very nice. Okay, round 2. Very good. So
Well-
let's have everybody.
Where's
Sorry.
Big Honker?
Oh, I forgot. Big honker. Thank you very much. I'm gonna have since Yvonne is not on the board yet, I'll have Yvonne roll for me. So why don't you go ahead and roll a d20?
A little
Nice.
low. Sorry.
What'd you get? Oh, 6. Yeah, he doesn't move. All right, so he's stuck back there trash talking with the rest of you. In fact, I'll just use Tyreek's token. That'll be easier. All right.
There's 2 honkers.
Huh?
Yeah,
There was 2 honker tokens.
Are there?
yeah, below me.
On top of Cracker.
Oh. Man, I don't know what's going on.
I just see my token.
All right. Oh, there it is. I see it. It's buried. Okay.
There it is. Yeah.
I got rid of it. Okay, so we've got Tyreek there. Okay. All right. Start all over again. Emma, you are out one round as you recover.
Yep.
Dot off. Maddie, you can also take your red dot off.
Okay.
And Yvonne, you can roll.
Come on. Get in the race.
Yay!
16.
Yay.
All right. Go ahead and
Okay.
advance.
And I get 4, right?
Yeah, so you can. So if you get 4, you can choose to be here or in the same space with Maddie.
I'm gonna go in the same space as Maddie.
All right.
Ooh, you want to fight? Let's go. Let's do this.
Let's fight. Let's fight.
Wait.
Do you even lift, bro?
A little.
Very good. Okay. Yep.
Athletics, right?
So this is not passing. This is a combat attack. So
Okay.
remember those combat stats I gave you? Roll a d20 and add your attack. And Maddie, you can all and add your attack.
Okay.
So 16.
Look, that's
That's
5.
Ooh. Maddie got a 2, so that's not going to land on your
Mm-mm.
dinosaur. But your 12
Will land.
will. Okay, and how much damage was that again?
Sorry, 6 damage.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. How many hit points does your dinosaur have left there, Maddie?
0.
What?
0.
0?
I only had
No.
6 hit points.
No,
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 I'm
no,
looking
no.
at the wrong
No.
thing. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good.
I was like,
Okay,
ooh.
good.
How
Ooh.
many hit points do you have left?
I have 13 left.
Right. You have a Hadrosaurus, right?
Yeah, I was looking at the wrong
That's
thing. I was
right.
looking at the damage instead of the hit points.
Yep.
That's on me. My bad.
Okay. Your Hadrosaurus looks very, very upset.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So since I lost, I moved back a
Drop
square, right?
C?
Yes, that'll. Yeah. Okay, that's a good idea.
Well, it says it up here.
Yep. Well, those aren't the exact rules. I'm using slightly modified rules, but that's a good idea.
Oh,
let's
okay.
do that. Yeah.
Okay.
It's Dallin. Sorry, Henrietta.
Let's see. Jesus. Okay,
Nice.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello.
Hello.
You're in the same space as Emma.
Yes.
I just got out
So
and we
go
get
ahead.
pushed back in.
Yeah. Go for it.
Let's
Roll attacks, each of you.
roll attack. 11 plus 5. 16.
I got a 9.
No, so you. Oh, well, I guess it's okay, but it's. Yeah, you're just rolling a d20, but
Oh,
that's
well.
fine. It's the same.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so how much damage does she take,
6.
Henrietta?
6 damage.
All right.
All right. How many hit points do you have left, Emma?
13.
All right. Woo! Getting knocked out early. Joe, you're in the lead.
Oh,
Let's
23.
go.
Wow, this
Nice.
So 1,
is a real game changer.
3, 6.
Ooh.
And Emma, which square do you want to go to? Do you want to share the same space as Yvonne and have a fight with her as well, or do you want to be in your own square?
Go in my own square for now because I just got pushed into a river and then like attacked. So
Pretty much. Okay. And let's see. We're going to have one more, and that's going to be Tyreek. Would you roll that one for me, please?
who's you? Me?
Yeah. Emma.
Just a D20?
Yes.
Go.
Okay. Going to advance. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. All right. So Joe, why don't you roll the attack on Henrietta's dinosaur? And Henrietta, you can roll the attack. Okay, it looks like you both are going to get hit. The Tyrannosaurus Rex is going to do 9 points of damage. And how many points does he take?
6.
Okay. He does barely looks injured. Okay, and by the way, everybody who was in the blue section can also do another contested athletics check. Well, sorry, for the guys who came into the blue section for the first time, do a contested athletics check. That'll be Tyreek, that'll be Henrietta, and that'll be Yvonne. Ooh, Henrietta, was that 9? Okay, you're going to be off for one round as you are being pushed into the thing. One's going to make it, and yeah, Joe, do you want to roll for Tyreek? Oh, and he's going to be out as well for one round. There you go.
Nice.
Oh,
Okay. Joe is way out in front.
Yeah, she
Nomad
is.
Phil.
Mhm.
Now, the thing is, Joe's already cleared Area 2. So, Cora, you can roll a DC 12 religion check as you pass the Temple of Savras, the god of divination.
How do I do that? Just religion.
Just a religion check.
10.
And as you pass by, the priest of Savras raises a holy scepter and tries to sprinkle you with holy water to give you guidance. you rush by so fast that it completely misses you. Apparently, you don't need any guidance.
I might do later.
Yeah, you might do later. Yeah, so section 3 is the Temple of Gond. This is the god of invention. And they like to make machines. So there are lots of gears, water wheels, mechanical moving parts, instrumentation. And they spit out a lot of water jets in sort of an aesthetic, pleasing fountain setup. Now, you're able to use this to try to knock somebody else off, but they have to be in the same section as you.
Ah.
So you're way out in front, so there's no real risk to you. Okay, round 2, 3. I'm so excited I lost track. All right, who's up?
That's
Round
me.
3?
Go for it. Yeah,
18.
18. Woo!
Woohoo!
Yeah. Go ahead and
Yeah,
advance.
I beat the AC by 6, so I go ahead 6. Right?
Yep.
I'm
Wow.
coming for you, Joe.
Oh my gosh.
Why,
All
why
right.
did you go forward 6? I thought you were 5.
What? Well,
How
it's
come you
AC.
go- How many?
It's AC 12 and I rolled an 18. Doesn't that mean 6?
No.
It just
It's-
means
oh,
that you beat the
You've got-
DC.
You've got 50. It's 50 feet. Haven't you got 50 feet?
No, I
It
got
should
30.
be 5. Sorry, you got a 30.
Yeah.
Oh, then you move 3.
Okay. I'm coming for you, Joe.
Hope springs
Dream-
eternal.
Dream on!
Right, so you started. So you rolled 2. You moved twice. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shouldn't you be here?
Okay.
Okay.
Coming for you, Joe.
All right.
I can't hear you!
Yeah. Right. Maddie.
Yes. That's an 11. Oh, I just barely beat it. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right. Very exciting. It's neck and neck for second place. Yvonne.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I'm sitting here
Okay.
wrangling.
Right. Okay. And
Does that make it my turn? Because
and Tyreek are both out. Before we do that,
Yeah.
let's do the individual green ones for everybody who's in the green.
Okay.
And we'll just do this for everybody together to make it all sort of easy. So why don't you go first, Maddie, and then Emma, Henrietta, and then Yvonne. And Joe, you can roll for Tyreek.
So we get the mount before we get knocked off again?
Yeah, we're gonna do the religious boon first.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So,
religion.
before I move?
Jesus.
Because I haven't
Uh,
had my turn.
Joe, you're rolling for Tyreek to finish off that last round.
And I'm still in the blue.
Yeah, but it's whatever. We're just getting close
Yeah.
enough. Okay, so one. It looks like only one of you made it.
Woohoo! Ow.
All right. So Maddie, you get to tick if you have a tick, guidance for your skill checks. So the next time you're doing it, you're going to get guidance.
The bless.
Huh?
I don't see a guidance.
Oh, well, that's fine. Just add a D4.
Add a D4. Is that to all my rolls or
Just your next skill check.
next skill check? Gotcha.
Yeah, skill or any kind of dirty
Okay.
constitution. Okay, Cool. Well done. The priest of Savage tries to spray all of you, and all he does is just get himself incredibly wet. And the only one who seems to get it is Maddie's rider. Very good. Okay. And now let's have one quick contested. Everybody, let's just all roll a contested check against each other.
It's a D20?
Strength, athletics. Yeah. All right. Oh no,
Man,
Yvonne, you're going in the drink,
I'm going in that drink.
and Emma too. You're out one turn. Okay, the rest of you are going to make it. Okay,
So, my turn.
well, it's good because we're still going in the same rolling order. Oh,
Well, yeah, but I
sorry.
didn't have my turn for turn 3.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're so far.
I'm so far ahead that you've forgotten about me.
It looks. Jesus Christ! Everybody's like cheering on the side, like,
1, 2, 3.
oh!
I'm going to wave to you guys from the other side.
1, 2, 3, 4. How obnoxious is that, huh? Jesus.
Definitely doesn't make us
Wow.
look suspicious.
No.
Yeah, that's everybody's looking at me. What the heck? Oh boy, you're gonna have to roll a deception check at the end of this. Maybe get tested. Somebody's gonna be like testing your urine.
Does magic show up in urine?
It will do if I say so.
It'll have worn off by then. By the time they test me, it will have worn off.
Yeah.
Just have Dallin break her concentration.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But don't cast a spell. Don't cast a spell. Just like cut yourself with a knife or something. I don't know, man.
I think you can
Your turn. Jeez.
just stop, concentrate, racing, and then you break it.
Good facts. Good facts.
Whose turn is it now?
Back to
Emma?
round 4.
Yeah, back to Emma.
Yep. Emma climbs on. That'll be your turn, Emma.
Yep.
Okay.
It's me?
Maddie, you get to roll. Yep.
That is Fawa. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right. Yeah.
Not
Yvonne,
standing
you
building.
climb back on.
Yep.
Henrietta, do you want to go?
Hey.
Wow. Nice. Oof. Okay. Yeah, Emma, do you want to roll for Tyreek? Okay, he is going to stay put. And Joe, you get to go. It feels like you just keep going.
You jinxed it now. Oh no, still do it.
It's pretty hard to not pass this skill check when you've got and a +8. So, okay.
Okay, so I'm going to be over here.
Yep.
Oh
Okay,
my
so-
gosh.
All right, so a couple of things have happened here. Joe, Cora's been through several different regions all at once. In this area, you passed by the Temple of Soon, which is the goddess of beauty. And they have got these gorgeous men and women standing out there throwing glitter on everybody.
Nice.
Cora, I would have Cora roll a charisma check. Straight charisma.
Okay. Oh, it's a charisma save, sorry.
Yeah.
Take away your proficiency.
All right. So a 3. So you fail your charisma check. So they're going to bejazzle you with glitter and blind you for a turn.
Nice.
And everybody goes, "Oh, poor woman. Oh, here, this will make you beautiful. And when you're beautiful, you're worth something."
Oh my!
Furthermore,
Oh.
as you fly through this merchant ward's section, roll a perception check. Just a simple perception check. Okay, so you managed to dodge a bunch of flying monkeys that are throwing poop all over the
Thank God
place.
for that.
And lastly, in the old city, as you run past, let's have a simple D20 roll from you.
2.
Okay. As you make your way through this area, a T-Rex that is hiding in the... This is Executioner's Run. And you see prisoners, slaves and prisoners being dropped into this very long pit where they have to run from one end to the other and avoid being... This dinosaur manages to break free and attacks Mad Skills.
Rude.
Yvonne,
Yeah.
would you 20, please?
Oh God.
Oh no!
Oh, what?
No. Oh.
This is a full-grown T-Rex.
How
Not-
much damage am I taking?
Well, it's going to be it's going to be your Mad Skills, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there any chance that this is the one we've already made friends with?
No, this is a prop alt. But it's a good try. Okay, so your dinosaur going
I'm
to
so
take... How many hit points does he have again?
I don't know.
How many?
You told me he had 30 hit points.
Yes. He takes 27 hit points.
Oh God.
Damage.
Yes. Mad Skills is
Oh.
shredded.
Can I heal him, please?
Well, I mean... I don't know. You'll have to do it on your turn, but right now you're busy trying to get back on top of him.
I want to heal him before I do that.
Boy.
All right.
I'll be out for 2 turns.
Yes, you definitely will. Okay. So,
You better heal him. We paid 750 gold for
a
him.
sympathy here. Yeah, he's valuable.
Yeah.
He's my
Okay.
friend now.
He is your friend. Yeah, he looks up at you plaintively, like, why did you let this happen to me? Emma, start us off on round 2.
Oh boy.
Round 2.
Round
Or
5.
round 5.
Oh wow. Hey, look.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Good stuff.
Eat my dust.
3.
Okay.
My
Cool.
dust, Tariq.
Yeah. All right. Maddie, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
That is my name. 1, 2, 3. Is this all 1? Where the 4 is?
Yeah.
Is that 1?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
1, 2, 3, 4. They're all sort of 1, 2, 3.
Well, I just was saying because there's
Cool.
a bridge right here, so I just wanted to
Yep.
make sure.
Absolutely. Who's up next?
That'll be me. Maybe. I wasted my point. Oh yeah, I'm still here. I'm having a
Oh,
great
wait,
time.
I get a +4. My
I
bad.
thought you said Cracker was proficient in animal handling.
Yeah, with carts maybe.
Oh, right. Not actually proficient in
No.
animal handling. Okay.
No.
All right. Okay. Who's next?
That's
Henrietta?
me. Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Okay.
Ah.
Wow.
Wow. All right. Okay, so you guys.
That was an evil laugh.
It's not my dinosaur.
All right.
Let's see.
2 attack rolls, 2 d20s.
2 d20.
And then we're going to do the water jets.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Miss each other. So you're going to both
Yeah.
stay in the same spot. Go
I
ahead
got
and do
6.
the water jets to try to knock the other rider off.
is that another d20?
Actually, it's going to be a dex check to try to avoid or bump into the water jet mechanism
Okay.
and point it at somebody.
Just straight dex. Ooh,
Oh, sorry. That was a dex
yep.
save.
but it's
Ooh,
You got it either way.
yeah.
yeah.
So you managed to, as Henrietta's dinosaur goes past you, you managed to knock her off with the water jet.
Nice.
Sorry.
No, that was great. Don't apologize for that.
Full charisma check
That was awesome.
to see if you get bejazzled.
Both of us?
Nope.
Yeah.
I'm blind as well.
Oh, that's a shit. I'm also blinded.
There you go. And Henrietta, your character also is thrown a ton of glitter. Somebody tries to paint some mascara across your face, but you're riding by so fast that all they do is just sort of streak a big black raccoon mask across your face.
Can you imagine being soaking wet and have a ton of glitter on you? I can't be
That sounds terrible.
Oh,
All right, who's left? Joe, you're going to skip your turn.
Tariq.
So you can take
Freak.
Tariq. Yes.
Now,
Did
do I
Tariq
take
let
the
go?
red?
Okay. Yeah,
Do
you
I
can
take
you can take the red dot off. Yep. Yeah. Henrietta, do you want to roll for Tariq?
Nice.
And he gets stuck where he is. All right, and he's cursing at the rest of you.
Best rider.
It seems. Yes. Okay. Who's
sorry.
next?
Can I just put in? I'm going to have to go in about 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Oh
so
yeah, sorry, we
You're
ran
aware.
over.
No, it's
Yeah.
fine. I've got to put my son up, that's all.
All right.
But I'm
Okay,
good
so
for
I'm going
that.
to skip the rest of the challenges to get this to the end. Go for it, Joe. Joe's turn. Emma, let's go for Emma.
Nice.
Ooh,
All right. Who's up next?
that'd be me. My turn is skipped.
Yep. Okay.
and I'm
All
still
right.
there in the same spot.
All right.
We're having a snack.
Or rather, Henrietta.
Yes, I'm back on my
Okay.
dinosaur.
All right. Joe, do you want to roll?
23.
Okay. You're going to pretty much win this race.
Yep.
One, two.
I'll let you move your token. I'm sorry, I moved it for you, but a little bit. Go for it. And Maddie, do you want to roll for Tariq?
Sure. It's a 10.
Okay, he's actually going to advance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Emma, do you want to do a quick attack?
Yes, I do.
Athletics? All right. And why don't you do one against...
That's a 21 with the +3.
Wow. Okay, so he gets knocked off.
Nice.
And
Excellent
Yvonne, do
work.
you want to do one to Yvonne?
It's athletics, right? Is it an? Oh, sorry, D20 or an athletics?
Yes, please. Okay. All right. Go for it, Emma. Why don't you roll your next turn? Okay, cool. That's not going to... I don't think that's going to hit, so...
Mm-mm.
All right. Okay.
Nope.
And
Oh, wait, yes, I have only 8. No. Excuse me.
okay. All right. You want to roll Dex to see if you can hit what's his face with the water jet? Dex check.
Nope.
Okay. Nope. Everywhere, but he doesn't get sprayed. Okay, who's next? Maddie?
sorry. Yeah, that is me. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
That's 12. I advance. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
Maddie, why don't you give me a perception check?
Oh, okay, doll. Okay,
Yeah. Yvonne, do you want to go? Yep.
that's a 10.
Yeah, you avoid
Yep,
the
go.
poop as well.
Nice.
I finally
right.
go.
All right, go for it. Yeah.
3, 4. I'm still in the
Nice.
green.
Okay. Who's next there? Henrietta? Oh, wow.
I roll.
Very nice.
2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wow. Okay. Quick knockoff for the two of you. Strength athletics. And Joe, you can go ahead.
No.
Boom.
Wow.
Oh, and I end on a crit.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Wow.
nice.
Yeah,
I
you
end on
can
a
run
crit.
it, and there's like confetti and all kinds of incredible
There's a
stuff going
fist.
on. Poor, Mad Skills is literally bleeding to death at the finish line.
I'm gonna heal him right now.
Everybody congratulates you. The race is effectively over, but do you want to cast magic on Tyreek?
Do we still need to humiliate him? I mean, look at him.
Hell yeah.
Pretty pathetic.
Yeah.
All right, who's casting Dispel Magic?
I'm gonna. Are they still gonna finish the race? So he's kind of riding into the finish line? Or
Yes,
are they?
you guys are riding into the finish line.
Yeah. If I stay on this roof with Rimfaxi, when he's about here, I'm gonna cast
Yep.
Dispel the Magic on Big Honkers.
Okay,
I hope it
so
works.
yeah, go ahead and roll roll a DC 20 with your roll a spell attack, an attack spell.
Attack spell. Let's see.
Or just roll a DC 20. It's fine. Roll a D20. Rather. That's fine. Yeah.
14.
Okay. Yes. So as you cast your Dispel Magic, the Tyreek doesn't change, but the dinosaur underneath Tyreek changes, and suddenly you see what appears to be somebody that looks like Tyreek riding a naked Tyreek.
What?
What?
And everybody
What?
in the crowd gasps. And suddenly the rider changes form and turns into what appears to be a humanoid male with pale skin and horns and leathery wings. And he flies off.
What?
What?
And
Was not
Tyreek-
expecting that.
Tyreek
No.
looks at you, interlopers, because of course now, having cast Dispel Magic, you have also violated your own invisibility. And so everybody's looking at a visible white woman appearing to be sort of, but standing like astride something that's invisible between her legs. And
And I'm gonna
he
use
looks up.
wild shape
Yep.
and turn into a rat.
Great.
Zoop! God.
And there's a huge uproar as the judges start complaining. People start yelling at you, yelling at Cora, the winner. Some people are trying to put wreaths and garlands around Mad Skills. Some people are pointing fingers at Tyreek. There's gigantic press of humans and other humanoids coming towards the center to try to figure out what's going on. And Tyreek just glares at you. Then he disappears into the crowd.
I was gonna say, please tell me like Big Honker comes out and like eats him or something.
And Big Honk of the crowd and eats. But his mother, as does a beautiful woman who has already been seen a couple of times walking around in a palanquin. And you get the sense that a couple of these are the merchant princes.
Oops.
we're going to pick up next week.
Fun. Oh boy.
Chaos.
I wonder if the guy that flew away was a humanoid. Because I wanted to cast whole person.
Ah, yes, you can have an Arcana check because you were up there.
Let's see. Arcana, that's not... Ooh, 17.
Ooh.
You're pretty sure that was a fiend of some sort.
Okay.
It looked like a demon or a devil or something.
And now it flew away. That's the second demon we've released.
Yeah.
It's like
Technically the third because
Plus the one at DS let go.
Oh, you're right. The
because
four?
Zuxmoy had lever as well, so
that's 4.
That's 4. We've released 4 demons into the material plane. We're on a roll, guys.
Yeah.
awesome.
We're... Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Okay, guys, I am
There's no
gonna have to
consequences
run.
to this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
same.
Yeah, same.
All right. Thank-
Been great.
Yeah, it was great.
All right. See you next week.
See you
Yeah.
next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.